दर्शितं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञातिमिरन्तस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। स्थावरं जङ्गमं यत्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। भावजीव्यपि यत्सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सर्वश्रुतिशिरोरक्तं विरचितापदं भुजः वेदन्तं वैजसूर्यो यस्तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। चैतन्य शाश्वतशान्तो व्योमतीतो निरञ्जनः बिन्दुनादातनातीतं तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ज्ञानशक्ति समारूढा तत्त्वमादाविभूषितः भुक्तिमुक्तिप्रदाता च तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अनेकजन्म सम्प्राप्ता कर्मबन्धविदाहिने आत्मज्ञानप्रदानेन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। शोषणं भावसिन्धुश्च ज्ञापनं सारसम्पदः गुरुपादोदकं सम्यक् तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। न गुरुराधिकं तत्त्वं न गुरुराधिकं तपः तत्त्वज्ञानात् परं नास्ति तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मानन्द श्रीजगन्नाथ मद्गुरु श्रीजगद्गुरु ममात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुरादिरनादिश्च गुरुपरमदेवतं गुरुपरतरं नास्ति तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। गुरु गोविन्द भजो गुरु गोविन्द गुरु गोविन्द गुरु गोविन्द भजो गुरु गोविन्द गुरु गोविन्द भजो गुरु गोविन्द गुरु गोविन्द भजो गुरु गोविन्द गुरु गोविन्द गुरु गोविन्द भजो गुरु गोविन्द गुरु गोविन्द भजो गुरु गोविन्द गुरु गोविन्द भजो गुरु गोविन्द गुरु गोविन्द गुरु गोविन्द भजो 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 गुरु गोविन्द गुरु गोविन्द Sri Bhutabhrteshwarnath Mandir, Om Gayatri Jayane Namaha, Om Arpanasikarakaya Namaha, Om Vishnu Pujakaya Namaha, Om Namo Narayanaite Mantrapasakaya Namaha, Om Saramayaya Namaha, Om Anturakantaya Namaha, Om Krishna Sankirtana Lopaya Namaha, Om Sudapriyaya Namaha, Amitabhashine Namaha, Om Bhakti Namaha, Om Chitrakala Visharadaya Namaha, Om Vratantaraya Namaha, Om Santave Namaha, Om Jagatantaya Namaha, Om Sarvalokahitaya Namaha, Om Bhaktapriyaya Namaha, Om Savidaya Namaha, Om Anukuraya Namaha, Om Niyaya Namaha, Om Sudarshanaya Namaha, Om Bhaktavatsalaya Namaha, Om Premamuktaye Namaha, Om Shubhikshanaya Namaha, Om Pritivartanaya Namaha, Om Swastidayakaya Namaha, Om Tarakaya Namaha, Om Anugrahaya Namaha, Om Vardhanaya Namaha, Om Architaya Namaha, Om Martaya Namaha, Om Siti Pradaya Namaha, Om Janardanaya Namaha, Om Manoharaya Namaha, Om Mahakshaya Namaha, Om Sivishwaraya Namaha, Om Vasmavishitaya Namaha, Om Atmalingaya Namaha, Om Livirchana Pratsakaya Namaha, Om Siddhi Satanaya Namaha, Om Andavaya Namaha, Om Karpasakaya Namaha, Om Sakshmaya Namaha, Om Vishwakaya Namaha, Om Satvikaya Namaha, Om Samedirshine Namaha, Om Dakshaya Namaha, Om Achityaya Namaha, Om Nirakamkaraya Namaha, Om Nirmohaya Namaha, Om Avyagraya Namaha, Om Chidakrotaya Namaha, Om Vidarshivaya Namaha, Om Savarshaya Namaha, Om Kushavaya Namaha, Om Shamaya Namaha, Om Satyatarmaya Namaha, Om Nirvikarpaya Namaha, Om Viraktaya Namaha, Om Atitraya Namaha, Om Satyasantaya Namaha, Om Pavitraya Namaha, Om Maturasvabhavaya Namaha, Om Suranandaya Namaha, Om Dandanaya Namaha, Om Prasanatmane Namaha, Om Bhaktagitaye Namaha, Om Sakshaye Namaha, Om Samatmaye Namaha, Om Sadayogine Namaha, Om Haraye Namaha, Om Sutapaye Namaha, Om Samyaya Namaha, Om Guhyaya Namaha, Om Vimuktatmaya Namaha, Om Kabiraya Namaha, Om Guptaya Namaha, Om Atmaramaya Namaha, Om Srinivasaya Namaha, Om Devaya Namaha, Om Vikittaraya Namaha, Om Danyaya Namaha, Om Gurave Namaha, Om Guratikramaaya Namaha, Om Gaganaya Namaha, Om Bhagavate Namaha, Om Harisharana Margadashakaya Namaha, Om Kutastha Jakartakaya Namaha, Om Aviprayaya Namaha, Om Sarvamata Samatyaya Namaha, Om Shamekadapavartakaya Namaha, Om Premavatara Sri Vishwananda Swamine Namaha. Atto Deva Avantamo Yato Vishnu Vichakrame Prezivya Sapta Dhamapihi Hitam Vishnu Vichakrame Tretani Tate Padam Samudamasya Bhagam Suri Premi Pada Vichakrame Vishnu Gopa Atahabhyaha Atto Dharmani Dharene Vishnu Karmani Pashyata Yato Vritani Pastase Intrasya Yuja Sataha Tat Vishnu Paramam Padarutsana Pashyanti Suryaha Devi Vachakshuratatam Tat Vipraso Vipanyavo Chakruvagum Sasamindate Vishnuya Paramam Pada. Sadgurudevaya dhimahi tanno Vishwananda prachodayate. Om Premavattaraya vidmahe Sadgurudevaya dhimahi tanno Vishwananda prachodayate. Om Premavattaraya vidmahe Sadgurudevaya dhimahi tanno Vishwananda prachodayate. Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Om Bhuvassaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhuvassaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhuvassaha भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। श्री कृष्ण विष्णु मधुसूदन कीर्तनारे नारायणाच्युत त्रिविक्रम चक्रपाणे राजाधि सच्चतर श्रीधर वासुदेव गोपाल कृष्ण हरये तव सुप्रभातम्। श्री रुक्मिणी सभवनास हरे मुरारे राजेश गोप ससुरूप ब्रह्मादि वाजा श्रीधर कष्टय मुकुन्दपते भुवने कमूर्ते गोपाल देव हरये तव सुप्रभातम्। वेदाकृते कमलरूप वरदमूर्ते देवी क्रमाय भुवने गुरुराम राम श्रीराम कृष्ण यदुनन्दन कान्तिरूपा गोपाल कृष्ण हरये तव सुप्रभातम्। गोविन्द माधव मुकुन्द परेश दामोदराच्युत नन्दन हरिशौरि गोप गोपीजन सम्प्रद दीनबन्धो गोपीजनाप्रिय हरे तव सुप्रभातम्। श्रीरात्रि साई भुजगाति प्रतापशाली सद्भक्तरूप सरद साई रमन्त साई श्री गोपव्रत मृदु कल्प शुगारि साई गोपाल हरे तव सुप्रभातम्। श्री कश्यपान्त शुकनारद गौतमादि ब्रह्मर्ष संगमनि सम्भव भारतेषु तिष्ठन्ति नेर तव दर्शन भाग्यहेतवो गोपाल शेखर हरे तव सुप्रभातम्। मन्दार चारि तुलसीदल मालिकाते मर्यादि काजरि भुजे समुदाहरन्ति तिष्ठन्ति पापबलधारतले मुनित्रः प्रथम मनोहर हरे तव सुप्रभातम्। वेदात्रयं पतति गौतमगानगुह्यः गायन्ति सद्गुरुगणो वरदा समर्थः सङ्कीर्तयन्ति तव नाम कदा विशेषः श्रीनारदादि ऋषयः तव सुप्रभातम्। गोवर्धनोद्धरण गोपकिशोर गोपा गोपीजनामृत सुरेश महाधिकोटा त्रैलोक्यमोहन सुमङ्गल दिव्य देहा श्रीरुक्मिणी सवरदा तव सुप्रभातम्। श्रीवत्सचीन शरणागत परिजाता भक्तर्षिभाजन कृपाकर दीनबन्धो दिव्यन्तकाय जनाप्रिय दिव्यरूपा श्रीकान्त गोपतनया तव सुप्रभातम्। पद्माक्ष पद्ममुख पद्मकर प्रमेय पद्मालयस्तयुग पद्मनिवास शौरे पद्मोद्भवाति सुरसेवित पारपात्मा पद्माजिनाथ हरये तव सुप्रभातम्। वृन्दातने विहरणाय मधुरप्रवाद्य कान्तापरापरतीय सुरेशरूपा चन्द्राननाय सितचन्दनलिप्तदेहा गोविन्द यादव हरे तव सुप्रभातम्। श्रीनन्दनन्दन यशोदकुमार धीरा भायङ्गरीन रविशोण सम्पुष्पहार नीलाम्बुदाश शरीर रमारिहार गोपाल देव हरये तव सुप्रभातम्। श्री पैष्टिजन्मवच सत्य सुगन्धि भद्र श्री मित्र दिवसा प्रभु पुत्रिकार्यहे तिष्ठन्ति दिव्यममनेत्रः सेवनादां गोपीफलाप्रिय हरे तव सुप्रभातम्। श्री कृष्ण अच्युतानन्त मुकुन्द शौरि राधा मनोहर जनार्दन चक्रपाणे ब्रह्मादि दिव्य मुनयोर्जनि सम्पदन्ति ब्रह्मी मुहूर्त समये तव सुप्रभातम्। श्री कृष्ण सुप्रभातम्। ये पतन्ति महाविष्णु भूरि कृतं महापापाः श्री कृष्ण Ishvara Parama Krishna Sanchitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karana Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Chintamani Prakara Satta Sankalpa Viksha Dakshavritesha Suravira Vipalayanta Lakshmi Sahasra Sata Sampravaseryamana Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Vedam Padanta Varavinda Dayaya Daksha Karavatam Samasitam Gunasundaranga Kandrapakotita Maniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Alola Chandra Kala Satmanamalya Vamsi Ratnam Kadam Pranaya Kirtana Virasam Shyamam Trivangavalitam Niyata Prakasham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Akani Yasya Sakalindriya Vrittimanti Pashyanti Panti Kalayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Chinmaya Sahushvara Vigrahasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Advaitamachyutamanadirananda Rupam Asyam Purana Purusham Navayovadam Cha Vedeshurulabhamadurlabhamatmamatno Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Vantastakoti Shatavatsara Samprakamyo Vayoratapi Manaso Murivrindavanam Sopyastiyatva Parasima Vichintyatate Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ekopya Surya Chaitum Jagananda Koti Yachakti Rasti Jagananda Jayaya Nantaha Antanta Rasta Paramanu Jayanta Yastra Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yadbrahma Bhavika Jiyo Manujastateva Samprapya Rupa Mahima Sadayana Bhushaha Sukteya Eva Nidama Pratikastu Bhante Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavitami Kaviya Eva Nijarupataya Kalavihi Goloka Eva Nivasatya Kilatvamoto Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadeva Vidayeshu Vilokayanti Yashyama Sundara Chintya Guda Swarupam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ramadi Bhukti Shukaladi Yamena Zishta Nanavatara Makalotta Venesha Bindu Krishna Swayam Samabhavat Paramahamsa Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yasya Pravatra Bhavato Jagananda Koti Purusham Tamam Bhajami Ananda Chinmaya Rasapadayam Anantam Yatraninam Pratipalam Swaratam Apecha Leela Hitena Bhuvanani Jaya Yashastam Govinda Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Govinda Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Golokanathi Nijaranti Ganechatasya Devi Mahesha Haridama Suteshu Teshu Ete Prabhava Vijayani Yataschayena Govinda Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Govinda Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Shrishti Sthiti Pralaya Sadhana Shakshireka Jayeva Yasya Bhuvanani Vipatti Durga Vichano Rupamati Yasya Chachishtatesa Govinda Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Govinda Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Shriram Yadana Devikara Vishesha Yoga Sanjayate Nahitata Pritakaste Pittavo Yashram Bhutamati Tata Samaplesikaya Govinda Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Govinda Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Dipachireva Hita Shantara Vyupetsa Dipaya Devi Ritahetu Samana Dharma Yasta Trideva Hicha Vishnu Daya Vipati Govinda Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Govinda Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Yakara Nara Kadale Pajati Svayoga Nidramananta Jagananta Saroba Rupaha Akara Shakti Bhavanamya Param Samurti Govinda Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Govinda Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Yasya Kanisha Sitakala Matavanabhya Devanti Loma Viraja Jaganandananda Krishna Mahansaya Yasya Dhanani Shesho Govinda Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Govinda Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Vatsangyatas Prashakareshu Nishesha Tesha Sriyam Hiratra Kadayatya Pitam Padatra Brahmaya Resha Jagadanta Vidana Karta Govinda Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Govinda Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Yatpada Pada Yogam Vividaya Kumbha Tattve Pranama Samaye Saganadi Raja Vikram Vidanta Padayasya Jagatayasya Govinda Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Govinda Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Ankena Jaganamam Pumaruti Shascha Kanasta Tatta Manasiti Jagatrayani Yasma Bhavanti Vibhavanti Vishanti Ranja Govinda Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Govinda Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Yachakshuresa Savita Sakala Grahanam Raja Samasta Suramurti Jnanatirmirandasya Gnanajanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Good day and good morning. So I wish you also a happy Ascension Day of Mother Mary or Theotokos. So today we have also a feast day. It's a Christian feast day of Mother Mary going to heaven. And Guruji once said it's her birthday. So, and yesterday I had a moment with Guruji and I told him, yeah, tomorrow is Ascension Day. And then he said, yeah, but I have no time. And then I said, yeah, of course. But then the second thought was, everything what he's doing right now is even double mirroring us. So, of course, we have not really like the time to make a big celebration, but we have time to think of Divine Mother, who is the creation of everything, and we are creation, and Guruji speaks so much about the respect of each another. So maybe it's, the veneration of her is that we learn to respect even more each another. So today's verse is from the Srimad Bhagavatam, and it is the Canto 3, and it's the chapter 6, verse 15. Nirpini akshini dvasta lokapalo vishat viboha shakshumeshana rupanam pati pati yato bhave. And the translation. Thereafter, the two eyes of the gigantic form of the Lord were separately manifested. The sun, the director of light, entered them with a partial representation of eyesight, and thus the living entities can have vision of forms. I choose this verse, or it has been chosen, because I was looking for a fitting connection to one of Guruji's name. I continue to meditate on Guruji's name in the satsangs, and now we are on the name 8, which is Om Sulochanaya Namaha. It is the salutation to He whose eyes sparkle with light. This is the translation, who sparkle with light. Of course, when we hear this, we imagine Guruji's eyes during Darshan and how they sparkle and so on. Yeah, this is one part, yeah, the way he gives Drishti Darshan to us, how he looks at us. But of course, there's much more behind, and as we continuously know, and Guruji also continuously repeat us, we don't understand the mystical form. And it happened that this verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam fits very much to that name from Guruji, this 8th name. And because this chapter in the Srimad Bhagavatam talks about the creation of the universal form. And we also know creation is actually Divine Mother, it's Prakriti. So it fits also for today to talk a bit about this creation. And it's a conversation between Maitreya and Vidura. So Maitreya gives a lot of explanations to Vidura, who inquires, asks questions. And it's very beautiful explanation what Maitreya gives here. And I would like to read some of it, because definitely I cannot remember them. Even I read them a few times, so I have to read some of it, but it's really beautiful because it describes the creation and how we are actually also connected to this. So Maitreya said, the Lord realized that the universe wasn't progressing because his energies, like the Mahatattvas, the tattvas, the elements, the nature of God, hadn't been combined. So it was that the Lord, the mighty Lord, entered 23 elements, and it was Divine Mother, actually it was Divine Mother Kali, this aspect of Kali, who united the elements. So when the Lord entered these elements, all living beings, us, began the activities like waking up from sleep. Sounds good, huh? So it was done already. And then this gigantic form known as Hiranmaya lived on the waters of the universe. So this is Ranganath. Yeah? Ranganath sleeping on the water. So this form is here described as Hiranmaya. It's very interesting. For 1,000 celestial years with all living beings resting in it. So everything what was living rested with this form Ranganath. So what is so interesting now is that Hiranmaya, this is the way it was described here. It reminded me so much of Hiranyagarbha Lingam. Yeah? Remember the golden lingams? And now the bridge I would like to make here is, there was many, many years ago, it was in the year 2011, where Guruji manifested 2 golden lingams. Maybe remember or you heard about it. And what is so special is that these 2 golden lingams represented the eyes of Narayan, of Mahavishnu. That's what he told us at that time. And this was incomprehensible. I mean, you cannot understand anyway the Hiranyagarbha Lingam. But now even 2, and they represent the eyes of Narayan. So what is this? But that's what he said at that time. And now back to the verse which I read. Therefore, the 2 eyes of the gigantic form of the Lord were separately manifested. And this is what happened. This happened. These 2 lingams were separately manifested because there were a few hours in between. Yeah, so one was quite early morning, and then later, nobody ever anything expected. It was during Shivaratri, it was that time. And then the other one, so the manifestation of these 2 eyes, of this gigantic form of the Lord. And the sun, the director of light, entered with them. Yeah, partial represented this eyesight. So the eyesight was given. So in this chapter, it goes on like describing the different parts of the gigantic form of Ranganath or Hiranmaya, how they were created, like the nostrils. So the nostrils, which are the Devi, some of the gods. It was actually the Kumaras. Then it was like Varun, for example, the water, which gave the sense of taste, or Agni, which is the heat. So this made speech possible. So it is describing like this. So I will not go so much into detail. You can read it if you want. It's really interesting. So it describes like the creation of this form, how everything happened. And then there is a last part of this chapter. And this fits very much now to what Guruji said during the Guru Gita, or reminds us, because in a way we heard it, we know about it, but everything what he says, he also reminds us again. That this, so I read this part, or like the parts of it, the ending part of this chapter. So Maitreya said, so despite my limitations, of understanding. I'm describing what I've learned to glorify the Lord, because without it my speech would be impure. So our speech is impure without glorifying the Lord. The supreme goal of humanity is to discuss the activities and glories of the Lord, as the sages have beautifully written for this purpose. You know what Guruji said also yesterday in the scriptures. This is why the scriptures have been written down, that humanity can glorify. Brahma, after 1,000 years of meditation, could only understand that the glories of the Lord are beyond comprehensions. So Brahma meditated 1,000 years. I don't know how long we meditated, so we can never say that we comprehend anything, what is going on. But we have some proofs. Yeah, we have some proofs, like we have like the 2 Hiranyagarbha lingams. It's a proof. We have photos from it. The Lord's power is so wondrous that it baffles even the greatest minds. Even the Lord himself finds it mysterious, as it is unknown to others. So the Lord himself finds it mystical. He wonders about himself. You know, just now it comes something in my mind. I said this situation again, but every time, you know, it's about when the Lord is baffled himself or about the mysteries. It was a situation in the car with Guruji. We were driving somewhere. Guruji was sleeping, or kind of had his yogic sleep. And so he was slightly snoring, and we were quiet, not to disturb him. And suddenly Guruji started to burst into laughter. He was laughing, like ha 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 ha, like waking up and laughing, like ha ha ha. And we thought, what is going on? What is going on? And then he said, "Oh, I was just meditating about myself." So he was, that's what he said. So we don't know what he has seen, what he has been meditating on, but so definitely mysterious. Words, mind, and ego, with their controlling deities, cannot comprehend the Supreme Lord. Therefore, we should simplify, offer our respectful obeisance to him. So that's why we are here, that's why we are doing it. And then last but not least, also in this chapter, it is clearly said that we need the guidance of a spiritual master, that all the social divisions and duties, what is given to us, all our dharmas, our roles in society, in Bhakti Marga, come from the Supreme Lord. To realize the self, one must worship him under the guidance of a spiritual master. So clearly the Srimad Bhagavatam also talks about how important it is to have a spiritual master, and all descriptions. So it's really very interesting part of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Even when you read it, you don't understand, and it's quickly that we overread this part, but it's really beautiful. And now I would like to end the satsang with an experience I had before the Guru Gita, and I thought it's worthwhile to share. And so, because Guruji continuously talks about, having respect to each other, to be humble, to be kind, and so on. And I had a very interesting experience. So a few days ago, Guruji called me just straight after lunch, and I was about to answer some telegrams. And so Guruji called, it was an unusual time, and he said to me, "Dakshini, do you have time?" And I said, what are you doing? And then I said, oh, I'm just about to answer some telegrams. And then he said, oh, can you bring this and this to me? And then I said, yes, of course. Yeah, I have time, I can go. Yeah, it's not so important right now. So it was clear. He gave me instruction, it's Adesh, and yeah. So I left everything and I went out of the house, and it was around the Kali Mandir. Suddenly a car came, and it seemed like the car or the driver was like, didn't really know what to do. So he was driving like a half circle, and he opened the window, and it was a person I've never seen before, with big eyes and a smile, like bright, shining face. Can you tell me what is this here? And I said, oh, you've never been here? No, we just saw this sign there, and we came, and then we saw this just love and hearts and tents and a decoration. What is going on here? And then I said, yeah. I mean, I cannot quickly explain to you what is this, but I was myself in his astonishment, like what is going on here? And also he came with his wife, and they had also a little child. And I said, you know what? Park your car. I will show you the temple. I will show you some part. I will explain to you something. And so they parked, and I said I will go to them to the temple and show them a little bit and so on. So it was amazing because they were so open and so happy, and it was actually, they came with an amazing story because the wife said in the morning, just let us go in the car and drive somewhere. Let us just be guided. It was actually, they had an amazing life experience because they changed their job and they just dropped everything and they start something new because they said, let's just go in that adventure. And that's what they told me in this short time. They had a little girl, and that girl happy, and it was a little family, local people, not far away from me, and never heard from us. And they were looking for a new place to live, and they wanted to look, they just didn't want to live a normal life and go out of this condition. And that's what they told me in this short time. So it was a wondrous situation, mysterious, and yeah. So I spent some time, explained, and this and that, and yeah, I told them about the Darshan, I told them about Guruji, I told straight away, yeah. So we have a spiritual master and this and this. So in this time, and they were very happy and definitely they want to come and so on. And I went to them to the lobby, I gave them the information and my contact and so on, because I had a task to do. And so, okay, so it was a mystery by itself. I had the feeling Guruji sent me. I had a feeling Guruji sent me, or I even told them, they even also believed there's no coincidence because they want to go with the flow with life. They ended up here because in the morning the wife said, let's just sit in the car and see where life leads us. And they came here. It's something, huh? Okay. So I collected the items Guruji wanted. I went back to this house. It was about half an hour, 25 minutes later. And Guruji, meanwhile, was eating. And I called him, and I know it's I have to be very careful, not disturbing him. He gives you the sign, or he gives you not the sign, not to interrupt. Clearly, no sign of he's interested now in the items I bring. And I thought, oh yeah, I can also give it to him later. Okay, so I left again. Then I thought, I wrote to him. I got a bit nervous. I said, because it was some time, I got a bit nervous. So I wrote him, Guruji, I have the items. Do you want me to bring them? So he knows, whatever. Okay. After some time, he called me. So what? Where are you? And I said, yeah, I can bring it to you now. So what? Yeah, now? Bring it. Okay, so I brought it. And I didn't bring it properly. I didn't fulfill the task he has given me properly. He was like very much showing me that he didn't like the way I did it. And he became in his mood of like, what is this? Then you bring me like this, and I told you clearly, and then so on. So he made like, oh my God. And then I thought, Guruji, and why you brought it to me 2 hours later? 2 hours later. And I said, yeah, Guruji, I met this family. And this family want to come for Darshan now. Who cares? In that moment, I said, who cares? But he asked us to be friendly to people who come first time. It was my first thought. And again, I don't care, I clearly told you to bring these things. And you waste your time and you speak like, yes. And yeah, so he accelerated. And I said, but Guruji, they want to come for Darshan. I don't care if they come for Darshan. And then I thought, oh, now it gets serious. So he doesn't care if they come for Darshan. What does it mean? And it was like, and I said, I will never be friendly anymore. I will just go and it's like when he gives sometimes I have to go my back ways just to avoid to be interrupted for anything. And so I have my ways to just, when he asks you, you have to do, and normally I do it, but somehow I was misty in there, wonder of what is going here, and then he said, so many people came for Darshan, and where are they now? They come and they go. I said, oh, of course, this I don't know. But he clearly accelerated. And he made me totally clear, I give you a task, this is number one, and everything else is secondary. He even told me, one of the first sentences, he said, they could wait. They could have waited. So, and then I thought, how I do this? I tell them, just park the car and I will come in half an hour or something. And then I said, this is actually also not so friendly. So it was it's very interesting when Guruji actually gets you what is in your thought. And really one of the thought was, I will not be friendly anymore, I will just ignore these people when they come with it. It was really a thought. I was in this, I felt like a little child in that moment. And this is the interesting part. When Guruji scolds us and grabs us, what is going on in my mind? And I got shocked afterwards by reflecting on it. Because I really felt like this child scold when the mother scolds you, and I said, and then I said, yeah, I will never do this anymore. I will not. And I had to realize in that moment also, you just need to say yes. And then Guruji, and I said, I will never do it again. I told him sweetly, I never will do it again. This was the moment, and I clearly, I had time to think about it. It was also clear, it was before the Guru Gita, what is all about. He gives us the Adesh, he gives us the instruction, this is number one, and everything is secondary. And what we think is important, it was like I forgot him. What happened is, I spoke about him, but at the end, I forgot the real Adesh. And I took this time, yeah, I could have done it differently. I was in their wondrous. I don't know if they came for Darshan. Actually, I have not seen them. I have no idea. It was clearly a definite moment, and definitely it was also clear to be kind. But still, the focus is what he told us in the first place. And then I had a second interesting experience with Guruji, which happened yesterday. So after reflecting about this incident a lot, and it was clear for me, yeah. I just finished the puja for Rukmini and Pandurenga, and it took me time, and actually I was very happy because I felt like it was a beautiful puja, and I felt they were happy, and so in this mood, I had a tray in the hand, and I went down with a prasadam, and in this time somebody called, and I thought, no, I have no time. I cannot have the tray in my hand and take the phone. So, but then it kept ringing, and then I thought, better check, yeah. So I took the phone, I put it on the tray with the prasadam, and I picked up, and then I saw, it's Guruji. So I had the phone in my right hand, and I had the tray in the left hand, and I was juggling, like not to drop the tray. It was in the middle of the pathway, and I said, oh my God. But clearly don't repeat the mistake. Huh? So it was like, I was slightly tense, but also with my posture. So it was Guruji, and then I was waiting for him, and then Dakshini, he said, and then, you know what came out of my mouth was like, what? I was shocked. I was shocked that I never said this like this. And then I said, what do you want? And it was like, where does this come from? Okay, I was slightly in a tense position, but he was like, I just want to, yeah. And then, do you have time? So he gave me a second chance. Yeah, so he gave me a task again. And then I said, yes, Guruji, I need some minutes. He said, Tom, no problem. Yeah, so we can say, what are you doing? It was a repetition, yeah. Okay, so I put the things down and so on, and I did what he asked me to do. And then, what he sent me was like, after I sent him the photos he needed, he sent me like the thumbs up, but with fire. He never ever sent this emoji to me. Never ever, like thumb up, like you got it, but with fire. Yeah, so we know Agni, yeah, controls also the speech. I just read it. So I passed somehow the test with a fire, but so we don't know what is inside of us. And of course, it reminds me sometimes, we're in a tense situation and something comes just out of our mouth. And we have to correct ourselves. That's what I did in that moment. We all have it. We are all in the same boat. I have it. That sometimes, especially when we are tense, whatever, it can be in the position, in the situation, it happened to all of us. It reminds me also of something I keep on thinking is some years ago, it was actually somebody helping Guruji during Navaratri, and Guruji pushed and pushed them. It was like, wow, to the limit. And then this person came, was running, really running, he was sweating, it was obvious. And again, Guruji asked, and this person just said, what do you want? And Guruji was just turning. He said, what do I want? Yeah. So just to make it, we all have this. We all have it, and we should not judge each another for this. it's important that we reflect ourselves and we forgive also ourselves. And Guruji will send us a fiery thumbs up. Yeah, but we have to reflect on these situations, and it just can help us to become better. Jai Gurudev.
Vishwananda Gurudev, Sri Vishwananda Gurudev, 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 Sri Vishwananda Gurudev, oh Gurudev, 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 Sri Vishwananda Gurudev, 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 Sri Vishwananda Gurudev, 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 Sri Vishwananda Gurudev. Radhe Radhe Govinda, 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 Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Gopala, Radhe Gopala, Radhe Gopala, Radhe Gopala, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, oh Radhe Radhe Govinda, Radhe Radhe Gopala, 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 Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Gopala, Radhe Gopala, Radhe Gopala, Radhe Gopala, Radhe Govinda, 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 Radhe Govinda. Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangalame, Yatiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangalame, Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangalame, Yatiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangalame, Yatindaya Karunakaraya, Mangala Mangalame, Yatindraya Karunakaraya, Mangala Mangalame, Prapati Dharmekara, Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Range Sagin Kerataya Mangala Mangala Me Range Sagin Kerataya Mangala Mangala Me Mananataya Dharinataya Mangala Mangala Me Mananataya Dharinataya Mangala Mangala Me Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare Bhakta Janon ke Sankatam Asajjanon ke Sankatam Jana mein dur kare Om Jai Jagadish Hare Jo gaye ve par paave Dukha mera se manaka Swami dukha mera se manaka Sukha sampasi karave Sukha sampasi karave Rajtani te tanaka Om Jai Jagadish Hare Mata Pita tum mere Sharan graha mein kisaki Swami sharan graha mein kisaki Tum bina aur na duja Tum bina aur na duja Aaj kar mein kisaki Om Jai Jagadish Hare Tum Purana Paramatma Tum Antarayami Swami Tum Antarayami Parabrahma Parameshwara Parabrahma Parameshwara Tum Sabke Swami Om Jai Jagadish Hare Tum Karuna ke Sagar Tum Par na karta Swami Tum Par na karta Mein sevak Tum Swami Mein sevak Tum Swami Kripa karo bharta Om Jai Jagadish Hare Tum ho eka gochar Sabke pranapati Swami sabke pranapati Kisavi ki milum dayamaya Kisavi ki milum kripamaya Tumko mein kumati Om Jai Jagadish Hare Dina bandhu dukha harta Tumhara shaka mere Swami tumhara shaka mere Karuna hata baraho Karuna hata baraho Sharana pada tere Om Jai Jagadish Hare Vishaya vikara mitao Paparo deva Swami paparo deva Shrana bhakti barao Shrana prema barao Santana ki seva Om Jai Jagadish Hare Tana mana tana sabe tera Swami sabak chahe tera Swami sabak chahe tera Tera tujhko arpana Tera tujhko arpana Kya bale mera Om Jai Jagadish Hare Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare Bhakta Janon ke Sankata Dasa Janon ke Sankata Jana mein dur kare Om Jai Jagadish Hare Mani chakare ragoji Giridhari lala chakare ragoji Giridhari lala chakare ragoji Giridhari lala chakare ragoji Mani chakare Giridhari Lala Chant Girira Koji, Giridhari Lala Chant Girira Koji, Giridhari Lala Chant Girira Koji. Tvameva Mata Chatita Tvameva, Tvameva Bandhushcha Sakta Tvameva, Tvameva Vidya Dravya Tvameva, Tvameva Sarva Mama Deva Deva, Tvameva Sarva Mama Deva Deva. Asatoma Satgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Riktoma Amrita Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Prem se bola Shri Lakshmi Narayana Bhagavan ki, Sri Bhutabhrteshwarnath Mandir ki, Shri Radha Krishna Lila ki, Avatar Kriya Babaji ki, Shri Manujacharya ki, Prem se bola Satgurudeva Sri Swami Vishwananda Mahaprabhu ki. Om Krishnaya Govindaya Gopijanvarabhaya Paraya Paramatrisha Parakarma Mantraya Tanta Oshadasta Sastrani Samaran Samaran Nityo Mokshay Mokshay. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasudarshan Niti Jana Prita Sarvajishvana Umpat Parashwari Parabrahmani Parabhyotishe Swaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Shyam Venkatamana Govinda, Gopi Javana Smaranam Govinda, Bhakta Vatsala Govinda, Govinda Govinda.